If you're looking for the perfect 7-ingredient no-bake vegan dessert to bring to your barbecues, summer gatherings, and all your summer parties, then you have to try these no-bake cheesecake bars. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Britt. I am the creator of the Banana Diaries, a vegan food blog where you can find lots of delicious vegan desserts and recipes like this. And today we're making the easiest no-bake cheesecake bars that happen to be dairy-free, vegan, eggless, and easily gluten-free as well. And you can also make them nut-free. Like I said, they're just 7 ingredients. They're so easy. You don't have to bake anything except for if you want to make the roasted strawberries. Not necessary, but highly recommended. It will just elevate these bars to the next level, and people are gonna be banging down your door for the recipe, I guarantee you. Without further ado, let's begin. So to start, we're gonna make our 2-ingredient graham cracker crust. Because graham crackers aren't naturally vegan, I'm using Lotus Biscoff cookies. You can also use vegan graham cracker brands, or if you're gluten-free, I've made Camila from Pies and Tacos vegan graham crackers, but then sub in gluten-free flour. Works like a charm. I always use it if I need to make a gluten-free vegan cheesecake. Or there are some gluten-free vegan brands, but they're just kind of few and far between. We're gonna add in 250 grams or 1 package of the Biscoff cookies to our food processor. Make sure they kind of go all around there. All right, and then we're going to pulse this to a fine crumb, and then we're gonna add in our melted vegan butter. All right, that is perfect. And now we're going to add in 1/3 cup or about 80 grams of melted vegan butter. So you just pour that in there. And then we're gonna mix again just for a few seconds. We just want to get the crumbs essentially wet, and then we're gonna press it into our pan. So now that's the only process of using the food processor, so we can now put that away. All right, so now we're going to just pour our cookie crumb into our prepared pan. I'm using a 9 by 13 inch pan. I have a piece of parchment paper down so that we can easily remove our bars after we've chilled them. So then you just kind of brush the crumbs around so that they're reaching the edge of the pan, and then I'm gonna teach you guys a trick to get a super flat bottom on your crust. We're gonna use the back of a measuring cup. So now you can take the back of any, or like the bottom of a flat cup or bowl, and the more buttery spots are gonna be harder to press in, and we'll press those in a second. But basically you just press down so that you get a nice flat, even crust. And then your no-bake cheesecake bars are gonna be really nice to slice into. All right, so our crust is done, and now we're gonna set this aside and make our cheesecake filling. Okay, so now it's time to make our cheesecake filling, and we're just gonna be using some vegan cream cheese. I'm using actually a mixture of both store-bought and homemade vegan cream cheese. Either or works, or a mixable. Then we have our heavy vegan cream, vanilla bean paste. You can also use just vanilla bean extract, but I like the vanilla bean specks in the cheesecake, so I think that looks really pretty. Then we also have some vegan sour cream, and our granulated sugar. Only 5 ingredients for the filling. This is a 7-ingredient no-bake cheesecake bar, and it's just so good. Okay, so let's start with the cream cheese. So we're gonna add our cream cheese to the stand mixer. And you can also just use a large bowl with a hand mixer. I just find the stand mixer easiest because I like to be kind of hands-off. And then we're gonna add in our sour cream as well. So we have 24 ounces of vegan cream cheese, and then 1/2 cup of vegan sour cream. You can also use vegan yogurt. I'm using Forager Project because it's my absolute favorite. If you need nut-free, I do believe that there are nut-free sour creams and yogurts. Obviously there are nut-free, dairy-free yogurts on the market, but just in case for allergies, you can totally adjust it. So now we're just going to cream this together until fluffy, and then we're gonna add in the remainder of our ingredients. Okay, all right, next we're gonna add in 1 cup of heavy vegan cream, and you can also use coconut cream here. I'm using the Califia brand, so it is a very coconut-based heavy vegan cream, which is why it's so thick. I actually really like that. And then we're gonna add in 1 cup of organic granulated sugar using Florida Crystals, which is certified vegan, very important. And then we're gonna add in 1 tablespoon of vanilla bean paste. Seems like a lot, but you really want that like beautiful buttery vanilla flavor to come through. And it's gonna make your cheesecake bars extra special. Extra special, there we go. And now we're just going to mix again. And you can also do this too if you're just using a hand mixer, but you just wanna make sure that all of those clumps of cream cheese are fully integrated. So make sure like you scrape the bottom of the bowl too. You can see there's like just a few clumps. And then that'll ensure that everything is properly mixed. And now we are ready to pour our cheesecake batter into our pan. I think the best part about this batter is that it is no bake, so you can lick the batter if you want to. So go ahead and lick those whisks because totally fine. That's really good. So now we're just gonna pour our cheesecake batter into our pan and then we will set it in the freezer. Oh, it's so creamy and pretty. So we're gonna cover these cheesecake bars and put them in the freezer for about 3 to 4 hours, and then we're gonna make our roasted strawberries next. It's gonna be absolutely delicious. All right, so I just took our cheesecake bars out of the freezer. They're looking really good. So now we're gonna roast our strawberries. This is totally optional, but I think that it makes the bars just a little bit fancier. So we have 1 pint of sliced and washed strawberries. Then we're gonna add in about 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And then we also have juice from 1 lemon. And this is just going to help to bring out the juices in the strawberries, and then it'll help them caramelize in the oven and taste really, really good. It also adds just a little bit of brightness to the strawberries as well. And then we just mix. Just until they're evenly coated. All right, and now we can spread them onto our baking sheet. I preheated the oven to be 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're just gonna roast these for 15 minutes. And it's okay to also let the juices just come, like all the maple syrup and lemon juice. Spread out the strawberries on your baking sheet, and let's get to roasting. Okay. So the strawberries are roasted. They smell so good. Let's get our cheesecake bars ready to go, sliced. So I'm just gonna wiggle this out of the pan. They look so good, I'm so excited. Okay, so you can slice them however many that you want. You can make them into bars, you can make them into square bars. I'm going to slice them in half first. I try to like make little scores because I think it's just easier to mark the bars. And then I think I wanna do kind of like rectangular bars. Oh, that wasn't that perfect. Good thing I didn't make a slice yet. Okay. So we're just gonna slice in half here, and I've let them sit out for about 15 minutes at room temperature so that it's easy to slice into them, because they're gonna be pretty solid when you first slice in, but they cut so nicely. Okay, they're so perfect. Just the right amount of cheesecake and just the right amount of graham cracker crumb. So now let's spread them out and top them with some strawberries. So there you have it, the easiest summer dessert. I'm so excited by these because they taste like a dream. They taste like cheesecake. You're never gonna know that they're dairy-free. They're so easy to make. Obviously, we just walked through it. And yeah, they're sweet, they're tangy. It's like a cheesecake bar, but vegan and easily gluten-free. The full recipe is found down below, linked in the description box, so just tap open that arrow, and then you can also click the bell button and the subscribe button as well to be notified when more recipe videos like this pop up on your news feed. And yeah, I hope that you love them. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on our next baking adventure. Bye.